World Mission Report.
Teaching for Eternity, November 1, Brazil. Washington's whole life revolved around Northeast Brazil Academy in Brazil. His father was one of the first graduates of the school, which was founded in 1943. He himself was born at the school. Ever since he was a small boy, he dreamed of studying at the school. As he grew older, his dream came true. He studied at the school and graduated from there before going on to work for the Brazilian tax service. When he got married and had a son, he hoped that the boy would also study at the school. But then a flood swept over the school in 2000 and destroyed it. Washington and many other people who loved the school were devastated. Several years passed, and Washington learned that the Seventh-day Adventist Church had purchased land to open a school to replace Northeast Brazil Academy. He was overjoyed. He changed his whole life to make the school part of his life again. At the time, Washington was living in Recife, a large city located several hours by car from the new school site. He had made a good life for his family in Recife, and he owned several homes there. He was also nearing retirement age, but all that didn't matter. He prayed to move to the new school. At work, he asked for a job transfer. Transfers weren't easy to obtain, but sometimes employers who were nearing retirement age were allowed to move. Washington's supervisor offered a transfer to a job in another Brazilian state. Washington declined the offer. "I cannot go there," he said. "I want to live near the site of the new Seventh-day Adventist school. Education is very important to me." "Do you really want to go there?" the supervisor asked. "Yes." "Done," the supervisor said. It was as simple as that. The supervisor signed a paper and said, "Now you are working near the site of the school." Initially, Washington's wife and young son were not excited about the move. Life was easy in Recife, where they had lived near a big shopping center and everything was nearby. The school site was surrounded by a forest, but they both agreed to move. Washington bought land near the school site and built a new home. He sold 2 houses in Recife and donated the money to the school project. When school construction started in 2007, Washington eagerly followed its progress. He engaged in fundraising and helped recruit students. He paid students tuition and gave away his home to the school's first principal. Then he built a second home near the school. To his joy, the school finally opened in 2014, and his son, Igor, was the first child to be registered as a student. The boy was 10 years old. Today, Washington is 65 and has retired, but he still works at the tax office near the school. Igor has graduated from the school, which teaches through high school and is studying at a university. Washington beamed as he spoke about his love for the school, whose full name is Pernambucano Adventist Academy. He is pleased that 3 generations of his family have studied there, and that his life continues to revolve around it. He said, "I think Pernambucano Adventist Academy teaches for eternity. I believe it puts children on the path to heaven." Part of this quarter's 13th Sabbath offering, also known as the Quarterly Mission Project offering, will help Pernambucano Adventist Academy finally open a large church with seating for 500 people. Thank you for planning a generous offering for this important project.